So as I was connecting to Jojo and Chris's energy, straight away I got like a head over heels, falling bang in love with this person. Okay, so I definitely would say that their feelings are very, very genuine. You know, they have fallen head over heels for each other. But what I'm kind of getting when I tune into their energy is this was a really, really unexpected connection. It's like I don't kind of feel like that both of them entered the Big Brother house and kind of ever in their wildest dreams imagined that they would find love in there, especially with who they actually found love with. Neither of them expected this, I don't feel. Now during the Big Brother house, I feel here that that I don't know like to what extent they did this, but I keep feeling like I want to hide my feelings and sort of fake my feelings. I don't know whether they kind of like tried to keep how they felt under wraps from like the other housemates, is what I'm kind of seeing here. Or even they might have just tried to hide their feelings themselves. You know, maybe they kind of wanted to sort of say, this is how I feel about you, but in some way they felt like they had to fake it. They felt like they had to hide it. They couldn't, because it's almost like, I keep getting the word forbidden with their energy. So it's almost like this connection kind of in some way felt like forbidden. Like, I'm not allowed to feel this way. I'm not allowed to pursue this person. That's what I'm kind of seeing when I tune into their energy. Now, what I'm also getting with Jojo and Chris is very, very strong twin flame energy. Now, there's definitely a pull between them two, and, you know, they may have even felt this in the Big Brother house, this magnetic pull where they just cannot seem to be away from each other. And this is because they are twin flames. This is because they were meant to meet and get together for a reason. Okay, so this is this very strong energy between the two of them, almost magnetic. That's the only way I could kind of describe this. Now, they keep giving me the sentence opposites attract, so I definitely do feel for the most part that they both have a lot of things in common, but they are also very, very different in a lot of ways as well, and it just works. Like with these two, it just works. Now, what I love about their relationship is it's very, very clear when I read their energy that they can be their authentic selves with each other. Like, there is no hiding anything. There's no trying to, you know, live up to false pretenses or pretending they're like someone they're not. They literally can be their authentic self with each other. And I feel like that it's a very playful relationship, very, you know, in some ways it can be quite childlike, but, you know, that's a good thing. And it's very spontaneous. I get the feeling this relationship is quite spontaneous, where, you know, suddenly they might not think too much about something, and then all of a sudden they're doing something. Like, I don't know, suddenly, like, they'll be sitting there doing nothing, for example, and then one of them goes, oh, why don't we go and do this? And it's like, yeah, all right then. Like, there's a lot of spontaneous sort of energy that I'm getting with this relationship, but I'm also getting that as time goes on, they are literally going to find that their bond gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, when I'm looking at their relationship here, I'm seeing a lot of family around both of them as well. So I definitely would say that their families are very supportive. It really wouldn't surprise me if they form close relationships with each other's families here. But very, very accepting energy that I am seeing. And I'm also seeing their fans being very supportive. So not only are the families supportive, but their fans are very supportive of their relationship. And I feel like this is definitely going to continue. Now, what they're showing me at the minute is that both of them are concentrating on their careers. As much as they're pursuing a relationship with each other, they are both very strongly focused on their careers, is what I'm seeing. And they keep showing me, when I'm tuning into their energy, they keep showing me this big project that they're both going to be working on. I don't know what this is, but it's to do with both of them. They're both going to be sort of collaborating in some kind of way. And there's this big project coming up for the two of them. And I feel like this will be a good like career advancement for them. So I feel like it's definitely something to do with their career, and it will advance them both in their career, is what I'm being shown. Now, what I'm also seeing with Chris and Jojo is quite a lot of time apart that, you know, is happening between the two of them. There's times where they do have to be apart, and neither of them likes this inconsistency. Neither of them likes this kind of distance here. And they're kind of saying that any time that, they get a chance to, they will have a little getaway. Like they might go book something or a hotel or something and have a little getaway and spend some time together. But one of the big things I see coming up for Jojo and Chris is some sort of relocation. In this reading, they keep giving me the word relocation. So it's one of two things here. Well, I feel like both of these things are going to happen anyway, but it's a case of which one comes first. So it could be a relocation in the sense of Chris may move to where Jojo is, or Jojo may move to where Chris is. So it could be she's coming to the UK or he goes to America, or they decide to move in together and they relocate somewhere completely different, and they move in together. But I'm seeing either some sort of relocation, this could be just to start with, but I do actually see them potentially moving in together in their own home. Now, not only do I see a house move on the cards, but I also feel like they're going to be making a lot of future plans together as well. So they are going to be discussing the future. You know, I want to do this, I want to do that eventually. So they are definitely going to be making plans together. And these are big plans. These are not just silly little future plans. These are big plans I feel they are going to be making together. Now, in terms of the future prospects of the relationship, I do feel like they potentially may come up against some difficulties in the relationship, but they will do what they can to make the relationship work. I don't kind of get the feeling that as soon as difficulties arrive, or arise, should I say, they won't just throw the towel in at any moment. It's like they will work on any issues that they've got to try and resolve them, and they will resolve them. I definitely do feel like they can overcome any difficulties here. What they're also showing me in the future is there is a potential proposal. They are showing me an engagement ring here, and I'm also seeing a potential pregnancy. Now, the reason why this may come out in a reading as well is because it could be something they're really desiring. It may be that they want to get married at some point, they want to have children at some point, but usually when these things come out in a reading, it usually does suggest that these things are likely to be occurring in the future. So I would say watch this space with Jojo and Chris, because they have the potential to be very, very happy together.